There's a reason your fuel expenses keep rising, and it's not only because gas prices are increasing. Something happens at the pump that silently drains drivers of more than $2 billion every year. And most people never notice. Today, we're breaking down 15 fuel-saving secrets gas stations hope you never uncover. Secret number 5 alone can save you over $1,000 a year without spending a single dollar. Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn will change the way you fill up forever. Secret 15, the pump speed trick. When you pull up and press the handle fully, it seems like the fastest way to get going, but it quietly costs you money. Pumping at full speed creates turbulence inside the nozzle, turning fuel into tiny vapor pockets. And here's what stations never tell you. Pumps measure flow, not usable fuel mass. So whenever vapor is counted as liquid, you're paying for fuel that never enters your tank. Those bubbles evaporate long before settling, yet the meter still charges you. Tests show that rapid pumping can reduce actual fuel delivery by 2 to 6%, equal to losing an entire tank yearly without realizing it. Slowing the pump changes everything. A gentle flow keeps fuel cooler, denser, and stable. Vapor pockets shrink, readings become more accurate, and you receive closer to what you're paying for. NIST calibration experts confirm that slow pumping consistently delivers the most accurate measurement because of reduced aeration, and it only adds 20 to 30 seconds. Gas stations won't warn you. Faster pumping means faster turnover and more profit. Secret 14, the premium fuel trap. Premium sounds like an upgrade, like stronger, cleaner, more powerful. But for most drivers, it's one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. Gas stations love when you hit the premium button because profit margins on high-octane fuel are 20 to 30% higher. But here's the truth. If your vehicle isn't designed for premium, you're literally burning money. Octane doesn't mean better fuel. It just measures resistance to knock. According to OEA, nearly 16.5 million drivers use premium in cars that don't require it, wasting over $2 billion every year. Engines built for regular fuel are tuned for a specific combustion pattern. Adding premium slows combustion slightly, giving zero performance gains and no MPG boost. In fact, premium in a regular engine can reduce efficiency because the burn pattern no longer matches the ECU's programming. No extra power, no cleaner internals, just a higher bill. Only use premium if the manufacturer requires it. And if overspending on the wrong grade sounds bad, the next secret hits before gas even reaches your tank. Secret 13, the fuel delivery truck trap. If you pull into a station and see a tanker truck filling underground tanks, leave immediately. Most drivers don't know this, but when a delivery truck is pumping in fresh fuel, the gas you buy becomes some of the dirtiest you'll ever put in your car. Underground tanks store thousands of gallons and sediment naturally settles. Rust, dirt, ethanol residue, even metal flakes. When the tanker refills the tank, it churns all that debris violently. Petroleum engineers report sediment levels can spike by up to 400% for hours. If you fill up during that time, that contaminated fuel goes straight into your tank, reducing quality and hurting MPG. Dirty fuel burns less efficiently, forcing the engine to run rich. In older vehicles, it can clog injectors or strain the fuel pump. You pay full price for fuel that performs worse and causes more wear. Stations won't warn you. They just want the line moving. If you care about MPG and engine life, always avoid filling up when the tanker is present. Secret 12. The morning fuel myth. You've heard it. Fill up in the morning when fuel is cooler. It's one of the biggest fuel-saving myths, and gas stations benefit from the misunderstanding. In reality, modern underground tanks maintain stable temperature year-round. Whether it's 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., gasoline stored 10 feet underground fluctuates by only 1 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Far too little to matter. Morning fill-ups don't give you more fuel per gallon. But here's what stations never mention. While temperature barely changes, seasonal blends do. Summer fuel has lower volatility to prevent evaporation. Winter fuel ignites more easily but contains less energy per gallon, causing a natural 1 to 3 miles per gallon drop for most drivers. So, while the morning myth is false, seasonal blend differences are real. Stations stay quiet because it reveals why your mileage rises and falls each season. Secret 11, the pump calibration trap. This one is subtle, and it quietly steals fuel from millions. Gas pumps don't stay perfectly accurate forever. Over time, internal meters drift, hoses age, and valves loosen. A pump that underdispenses by even 1% can legally operate until its next inspection, which might be months away. State audits show 6 to 10% of pumps fail accuracy tests yearly, and most failures short the customer. In some states, inspectors found pumps delivering up to 13 ounces less per gallon. Nearly a full cup missing, yet you're still charged for it. Older pumps and low-traffic stations are the worst because their equipment goes unchecked longer. Most drivers never check the inspection sticker, allowing inaccurate pumps to operate unnoticed. To protect yourself, avoid pumps with faded, expired, or missing inspection stickers, and skip stations where pumps look old or poorly maintained. If this is opening your eyes, hit like so YouTube knows drivers want real money-saving info. And Secret 10, the hidden air filter connection. Most drivers think of the air filter as a small, inexpensive part with little impact on MPG. That's exactly why stations never mention it. A clogged filter forces your engine to work harder, burning more fuel to maintain power. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, a severely dirty filter can reduce MPG by up to 10%, especially in older vehicles that rely heavily on airflow. Many drivers go 20,000 to 30,000 miles without checking their filter, even though dust and debris collect much faster in real-world driving. Restricted airflow causes the engine to enrich the mixture, wasting fuel and stressing spark plugs, O2 sensors, and catalytic converters. Gas stations won't remind you because a choked filter means more fuel burned. The fix takes seconds. You have to pull it out, hold it to the light. If you can't see through it, replace it. Secret 9, the tire pressure truth. If you want an immediate MPG boost, skip additives. Start with your tires. Underinflated tires are one of the biggest MPG killers, and gas stations benefit because it makes you burn more fuel. Underinflation can drop MPG by up to 3%. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration found only 19% of drivers maintain correct pressure. Here's the real twist. The number on your doorframe isn't designed for best fuel economy. It's based on comfort and stability for a fully loaded vehicle. Most people drive alone or with one passenger, meaning your ideal pressure is often a few PSI higher than the door recommendation. That small increase reduces rolling resistance and improves MPG. Low pressure increases drag, making the engine work harder. Check your tires monthly, especially during temperature shifts. Secret 8, the short trip fuel killer. If you make quick runs to the store, school, or office, you're burning far more fuel than you think. Short trips are one of the most overlooked MPG killers, and stations quietly profit. Engines are least efficient when cold. Until they reach 190 to 220 degrees Fahrenheit, the ECU enriches the mixture, burning extra fuel. The EPA reports short trips can increase fuel use by up to 30%, especially in cold weather. The catalytic converter also needs heat. Until it's hot, emissions rise and efficiency falls. Drivers who take multiple 1 to 3 mile trips daily burn significantly more fuel than those who take longer drives. Now, the next secret hides right in your trunk, costing you fuel every day. Secret 7, the hidden weight penalty. Most drivers don't realize their car is hauling extra weight daily, a weight that quietly kills MPG. Even small amounts matter. Just 100 pounds can drop fuel economy by 1 to 2%. Extra weight forces the engine to work harder. The problem is how easily weight accumulates. Tools, equipment, sports gear, strollers, boxes, items that sit untouched for months. Roof racks and cargo boxes are even worse, adding both weight and drag, cutting MPG by 10 to 15% even when empty. Now we move to a hidden engine secret, one that increases fuel burn faster than excess weight. Secret 6, the wrong oil viscosity trap. Most drivers assume oil is just oil, but viscosity massively affects MPG. If your engine runs oil that's too thick, it creates internal drag. The crankshaft and bearings must push through heavier resistance, burning more fuel. Lab testing shows using thicker than recommended oil can drop MPG by 2 to 5%, and even more in cold weather. Thick oil circulates slowly during warm-up, keeping friction high and delaying peak efficiency. Oil that's too thin increases wear because the protective film breaks down under load and heat. That's why manufacturers specify viscosity based on tolerances, climate, and efficiency. Stick to the recommended grade and choose the correct variant for hot or cold climates. The right oil improves power, MPG, and long-term engine health. If you're learning something new with every secret, subscribe. The final 5 are the ones gas stations fear most. Secret 5. The gas cap leak. Most drivers overlook their gas cap, yet it's one of the biggest hidden causes of MPG loss. A loose, cracked, or worn cap lets vapors escape. The evap system compensates by richening the mixture. Even a tiny leak can cause the EVAP monitor to run more often, increasing fuel use by 2 to 3%. Next is a secret hiding in plain sight. Your climate control choices are draining fuel more than you think. Secret 4, the AC versus Windows MPG battle. You've heard it, turn off AC to save gas. But the truth is more nuanced. At low speeds, city driving, AC can reduce MPG by up to 10% because the compressor adds engine load. But at highway speeds, open windows create drag that can drop MPG by 8 to 15%. The real rule, AC on the highway, windows in the city. This balance minimizes load and drag. Stations won't explain this because confusion leads to more wasted fuel. Understanding airflow helps you instantly improve MPG. Secret 3, the sensor sabotage. Modern engines depend on sensors for fuel trims. Even small sensor drift can destroy MPG. A failing oxygen sensor can cause rich running, dropping fuel economy by 15 to 20% without triggering a check engine light immediately. A dirty MAF sensor can skew airflow readings, forcing the ECU to dump excess fuel. Secret 2, the idling trap. Idling feels harmless, especially for quick pauses or warm-ups, but it wastes fuel shockingly fast. A typical engine burns 0.3 to 0.6 gallons per hour while idling. Just 10 minutes a day wastes over 30 gallons yearly with 0 miles driven. Engines warm up best by driving gently, not idling. Long idle periods trigger richer trims, lowering efficiency. Delivery and rideshare drivers lose hundreds yearly from unnecessary idling. Turning off the engine for stops longer than 30 seconds saves more fuel than keeping it running. Finally, we end with a secret that seems minor, but hurts your MPG every time. Secret 1, the speed sweet spot. Every car has a speed range where MPG peaks. Go beyond it and fuel burn skyrockets. For most vehicles, the sweet spot is 45 to 60 miles per hour. Above that, aerodynamic drag increases rapidly. At 70 miles per hour, MPG can drop 15%. At 80 miles per hour, the loss can reach 25% or more. It's not the engine, it's the air. Drag multiplies with speed, forcing the engine to work harder. Even efficient cars suffer past this threshold. Driving just 5 to 10 miles per hour slower on highways can save gallons on long trips. Stations won't tell you because higher speeds mean faster fuel burn. And there you have it. 15 fuel-saving secrets gas stations hoped you'd never learn. If even one helped, imagine the savings when you use them all. Before you go, hit like, subscribe, and comment which secret surprised you most.